What's up guys, my name's Mike and today I'm going to be teaching you how to get a job in retail. So, you're 16, you've just got your national insurance number, you've been handing out loads of CVs over the summer, but you've still not got a job, or even an interview. That's where I come in. Today I'm going to show you how to get a job in 5 easy steps. Anyway, so the first bit of getting a job. Right, first step of getting a job is the applying. So your CV, and you're handing your CVs out and everything like that. So your CV is quite an important thing. You can either have just a generic CV, so you just go into a shop and give them to everybody, or you can sort of split up and aim it at different people. So when I was looking for a job, I would have a CV for like technology shops, so like Apple, PCO and stuff like that, because I'm obviously a computer science undergraduate. So I'd have one of them, but then I'd also have like a fashion one, or like just one that's not focused on the geeky side of stuff. So I'd have one that talks about how like to keep up with fashion and shit like that. So for different types of CVs, you're probably going to have one for like your fashion shops, and one for whatever other shops there are in your nearest or where you're going to be applying. So in mine, as I just said, there was mainly fashion shops and technology shops, so I had 2 CVs. You can do more than 2, but it does get a bit confusing when you're out and about trying to hand out CVs. You're like, oh shit, which one did they give him? Because if you're going into like River Island, you're giving them a technology one talking about how you like computers, they're going to be like, why would we hire you? But anyway, so that's the first thing. So go through your CV, tailor it to who you're applying for. So say you're applying for River Island, you want to be telling them how you're really bubbly personality, you really like your clothes, you really like going out shopping, you really like talking to people and everything like that, because they'll love that. But if you're applying in Disney store, you'd be like, I love kids, all this, really bubbly personality again, really lively, really enjoy entertaining people and stuff like that. That's the sort of 2 different ends of the spectrum. Right, so then once you've got your CV down, make sure you get someone to proofread it, because if there's mistakes, then people are going to spot and they pop out. Whenever someone makes me read their CV, I at least spot like 5 certain mistakes unless they've been through a fine-tooth comb. And it doesn't need to be anything, you're not applying for like a 35 grand job, it's just a little part-time job, so it doesn't have to be like 3 pages long. I'd say a sweet spot's about probably 2 A4 sides for a retail job, because if there's more than that, then they're just going to look through the first 2 pages and get bored. So 2 pages, that's no rule. And within your CV, you're going to need your name, your contact details, maybe a little bit why you want the job, or want a job, and don't be like, I want money. Just say you want something to complement your studies if you're at college or something like that, or you want to further yourself or better yourself or something like that. That's always a good one, they love that. And then you need your qualifications, so maybe your GCSEs, BTECs, anything like that. List them, list the grades you got, and then also if you're at college doing A-levels, list your A-levels and put your predicted grades, because that's a good thing to have on there as well. Get coughing. Yeah, then after that you want to put your experience. So say you've done work experience with your school, whatever it is, put it on there. So I did a work experience in a college, working in an office, I put that on there, got a job from it. So you need any experience, and if you can get experience just for free, like if you volunteer somewhere, that is brilliant, because they want experience. If you haven't got experience, they're not likely to hire you. So when I was applying for a job, I worked in my cousin's restaurant for a little bit, and he said put him down as a reference. I did, and I got a job. So it's always a plus if you can have more and more work experience. But if you've got loads, don't put them all down, put the most relevant ones down. If you've got work experience like walking your neighbour's dog, don't put that down, it's stupid. Right, so now you've got your CV now, you've got to go out and hand it out. So a lot of places now do it online, but you do have to upload a CV, so keep your CV safe, saved on your computer and everything like that. But if you're going out and handing out your stuff, first of all, you need to be dressed appropriately. You don't want to be going in tracksuit bottoms with Air Max and bunged up hair and shit like that. You need to be groomed nicely, like so you've got your hair done, wearing nice ironed clothes and everything like that. Jeans and a t-shirt's fine, just as long as it's a fairly smart jeans and a t-shirt. I do recommend jeans and like check shirt or something for a boy, and if you're a girl, just like jeans and a blouse, something like that, because they do look at it. And not necessarily if you're handing it just to like the counter, they won't look at you really, but if you're handing it to like a manager, then they might be like, not really dressed for the job, so no. But make sure you dress appropriately. So when you're handing CVs out, don't be going into stores like, oh, you got any jobs? Yeah, can you type my CV? Because they're just going to be like, So when you hand out your CV, I don't recommend just going to the till and going, can can you hand that to your manager for me? Because 99% of the time it doesn't happen. When people used to do it to me, I put it next to my till, someone will come along, take it and put it in the bin. So I don't recommend doing that. What I recommend doing is going and finding a staff member, so just someone in the uniform that works there, saying, is there any chance I can speak to your manager? If they say no, just say, okay, could you give that to him? And then that's all you can really do. It's better than not giving anything. But if they say yes, brilliant. The manager will come out, you say, like, I'm really sorry for taking away from what you're doing. Just wanted to ask you if there's any jobs going, and give you my CV, because I'd really like to apply for it. And then if you have a little chat with them, then they're more likely to look at your CV, take it, just put it in the interview pile straight away, rather than having to be in this big pile of CVs like this big, where they've got to go through them all and pick to interview some people. With me, I know that my CV, my manager, said to me, if he'd have looked at my CV and said no to me, not interviewed me, which isn't very good, is it? But luckily I got an interview because one of the supervisors looked at it instead and interviewed me. But so if you talk to the manager, they really get to know you. But my manager said if he hadn't interviewed me, it'd been a bad decision. So yeah, make sure you talk to the manager. If you can't, just give a CV in, it's better than nothing. When you're talking to the manager, make sure you're not talking slang like this and that and all this, because it's not going to come across very nicely. Speak properly, don't use any swear words, everything like that. Obviously be yourself, but just try and be you, but as if you're at like a family gathering sort of thing, alright? So that was that. I think I'm going to split this video into 2 parts. So this is in the part 1. Make sure you watch part 2, I'll have an annotation here or something like that.